Hey guys. Alright, so we've been having issues with SWOA, and I'm gonna tell you guys those. If games are meant to be fun, why is it such a labor to play SWOA? Why is it such a labor to be in their group? I'll tell you why. It's because they never show their faces, they have another project they're busy on, and the second brother is lazy as all heavens. The game became based upon the groups they made for their game, and they neglected the groups in the hope they could run by themselves. But when you elect all your friends to become HR, it's sort of hard to remain unbiased in your decisions. Super Josh being a prime example. He does nothing at all, yet he still has the power to promote people and make stupid decisions. Another problem. Deadlines. They say they're bad at meeting deadlines, but that's just a poor excuse to continue never meeting a single deadline. This experience I have had has been marred with nepotism, bias, and laziness. For a time, the product seemed like a good idea. It seemed like the Carib Bros made a few mistakes here and there, had to fix them. But as time went on, people became annoyed with the lackluster design of some of the products and patches the Carib Bros came out with. One of the key features of Star Wars, well, any game that uses swords or melee combat for that matter, is the precision of the weapons the players wield. Even after about 6 months, the precision remains the same with the lightsabers, and everyone comes at a disadvantage when faced with the threefold damage boost given to dual-wielding saber class. Many of the features they have designed cause heavy reliance upon the processor to relay scripts executed on the client back into the server, creating a visible lag at times for many players. This would normally be no issue, but the scripts are large and there are lots of them. When the server begins to relay information to the client, it can overload the client, causing performance issues. But back to the class issues. Blasters have very few abilities, and jetpacks do not remedy the issue in the slightest. When the blaster class was announced, players were excited. Who wouldn't be excited to become a stormtrooper or rebel? But that excitement faded down, and few players who chose the class joined the First Order or the Resistance. It wasn't until maybe 2 months later that the blaster received its first skill, the thermal detonator. There was not much excitement generated, but why? Because the players will always want more. What do you do when someone wants a little more? You're supposed to give them a little more. Dakar was announced at some point as the Resistance hub, but still there has not been any word of it since. Geonosis was announced as well, but it's rumored to simply have just fallen off the face of the earth. So players are left with a handful of PvP planets and only 2 PvM/PvE planets. Discussing the groups, one would hear about betrayal, spying, and secret meetings between high-ranking members. But these are boring and literally add nothing to the game. Like, literally, the players sit in a room for an hour or two at the meeting and roleplay what they're going to do next, even though the game belongs to the Carib Bros. Literally, nothing can happen without them. So, hope you guys see something in these points that I've made. Leave anything you want in the comments, and just discuss among yourselves what to do next, because literally the Carib Bros have dug themselves a hole for SWOA that can't be repaired unless they come back into it and do something about it. Thanks, guys.